Hi everyone, this is Satanick here, and once again we are back with the solution of today's position of the day. The diagram is there for you to see on your screens. It is white to play and mate in 3 in this position. Okay, so when you see this position for the first time at a glance, when you see this knight on e2, this king on f3, all you want to achieve is knight to d4 checkmate. But how do you do that? This d4 square is after all guarded by 3 pieces. This rook on d7, this knight on f5 and this bishop on h8. How do you bypass all these 3 pieces and all these defenses and deliver knight d4 checkmate? Well, if you haven't thought about it yet, now is your chance. Pause this video right here and try to come up with a plan. I hope you had a good think. So the key move in this position is queen to a4, simply threatening queen into e4 checkmate. Not a hard move to find, but it leads to some pretty interesting variations, all of which surprisingly end with white seizing control of this all-important d4 square and delivering checkmate with knight d4. Okay. So after queen a4, the threat is queen into e4 checkmate. How does black defend against that? Let's try to find the appropriate defenses, and that will lead us to the thematic variations. One option is knight to d6, simply protecting this e4 square. What does white do now? White goes rook to g4, threatening rook into g3 checkmate now. Now if you look at this position closely, black really doesn't have many choices. He has to go rook g7 and defend against this threat rook into g3 checkmate. And this gives up the control of the d4 square and allows knight d4 checkmate. Isn't it interesting? Let us go back and look at other possibilities. The threat is queen into e4 checkmate. What else can black do? Well, rook d4 is certainly a possibility. But now white has queen e8, threatening queen h5 checkmate. Black doesn't have many choices. He has to go knight g7, preventing queen h5, defending the square h5. But now he has lost control of the d4 square once again. And white goes knight into d4 checkmate. Bishop d4 is also a possibility. This allows queen c2, once again threatening queen into e4 checkmate. How does black defend against that? He has to go knight d6. And this again gives up control of the d4 square. Strange, but this allows knight into d4 checkmate. The last possibility is, of course, knight to d4. Here white plays rook g4 once again, threatening rook into g3 checkmate. Black has to go rook g7, defending against that, but now once again he has lost control of the d4 square. And white simply goes knight to d4 checkmate. So that was the idea of today's problem. I hope you liked it. By the way, that d4 square that is controlled by all these pieces, but white seizes control over that square anyway in the end, is termed as a Treff-point. And since in this case it is guarded thrice, it is a triple Treff-point. Karl Harder was a composer who really liked exploring this theme, and this is quite a masterpiece. Okay, so this is it for today. See you tomorrow with a new problem.